I've tried to devise this as kind of an episodic video where I'm going to be talking about things in different parts. My first part's going to be talking about the Blu-rays that I've gotten, which is actually very small. I've only gotten 3 Blu-rays, but 2 out of the 3 of them are actually very special to me, so I'm very excited to share those with you. I'm going to be talking about a show called Stranger Things, and I'm very excited to talk about that. I'm going to be talking about the future of this channel as well as future uploads. So that's going to be part of this episodic video. So guys, I only have 3 Blu-rays to show you, which is actually, I think, the smallest Blu-ray update video I've ever done. But I'm very excited to talk to you guys about 2 of the 3 of them because 2 of them, like I said before, are very special to me. And the first movie I have is 21 Jump Street, which is one of my all-time favorite comedies. I love this movie. This film is very special to me because when this movie came out in 2012, which is actually 4 years ago, and I cannot believe this movie is 4 years old, this movie was talked about to death at my middle school because I wasn't even in high school yet. This is one of the few movies, alongside The Hunger Games, that virtually everyone in my school saw. Like, everyone watched this movie. It was basically legendary to watch this movie. And I'm very happy I did because I love this movie so much. It's one of my personal favorites. And this is a movie that I sincerely need to make a review for because it's just a great movie, I think, in general. It's one of the best reboots, if not the best reboot ever made, in my opinion, because it tributed the old in a great way, but it gave the new characters so much originality and was able to flesh them out so well. And could you ever imagine Channing Tatum from Step Up and Jonah Hill from Superbad team up in a movie? I don't think I would have either, but they just had spectacular chemistry the entire way through. This was the movie where I first saw the performances of Dave Franco and, of course, Brie Larson. And these two have gone on to become very successful actors. Dave Franco's doing the Now You See Me movies, as well as doing the film Nerve, which I'm pretty excited about. And you have Brie Larson, who was now the Academy Award winner from Room, who is now going to soon be Captain Marvel. Okay guys, before I show you this Blu-ray, I just like to say a few things. The first thing is, I know this is going to be a very controversial Blu-ray for me to own, because it's a very controversial film that came out this year. That's your warning, and that is your foreshadowing as well. This is a movie that I didn't hate when I first saw it, and I still don't hate it, but I bought it for a couple of reasons. I just personally like to let you guys know that before I show up the film, and I got Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. I know, guys, some of you are going to be thinking, why in the hell would you buy that piece of garbage? Then there are other people who would say, Kyle, good job, I love this movie, this is fantastic, A++ or 10 out of 10. There are a lot of people who love this movie, a lot of people who hate it. I'm someone who's very split down the middle. I think Batman v Superman is an okay movie, but I'm excited to see the Ultimate Edition because I've heard it resolves a lot of the flaws in it. And while I think there are certain parts in the theatrical version that I think are very terrible, I still want to give this movie a rewatch. I want to give it another shot without having all of the prejudice and all the negative stuff surrounding it. I just like to sit and watch the movie without thinking about the reviews and just seeing what my opinion would come out of it. My third and final Blu-ray is yet again another very special film, this time from my earlier childhood, because if I saw 21 Jump Street when I was 7, yeah, that wouldn't have gone as well. But this movie is very special, and it's one of the best baseball films ever made. That's the foreshadowing for this movie, and I absolutely love it, and that is, without a doubt, The Sandlot. This is an awesome, awesome movie that I definitely got to review. I'm going to rewatch it just with a critic's eye, and I'm definitely going to review this movie very soon because baseball season is still going on, and it's the summertime. It's like the perfect time to actually talk about this movie. I think this film is just fantastic, and it's one of my childhood favorites. It is easily one of the best baseball movies ever made, but it's not a movie singularly about baseball. And I hope people don't go into this movie with that kind of mindset if they've never seen it before. This is a very, very good movie, a very original film that has themes about friendship, finding your place, realizing your abilities, accepting your abilities and talents. It's very, very essential for growing up, and I just think it's a really good movie. And not to mention, it's insanely quotable. Okay, so on to part 2, guys. This part's going to be a little bit more informational, a little bit more exposition heavy. But this is really me talking about the future of this channel. And I respect all of you guys for following me. I really do. You guys are the best people ever who are still subscribing to me, who have subscribed to me. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It really means a lot to me. But there are some big announcements I need to make. Don't worry, I'm not shutting down my channel, I'm not closing anything, but there are a couple of things that I might need to put on hold. And one of the big things is my Whiplash analysis. I've been promising you guys that for so long, and the fact that I was so caught up with school towards the end of the year, I had to push that thing off entirely. I couldn't start working on it until the beginning of the summer, and when I started doing that, I started going to driving school, so I'm going to get my license soon. I've also started to go to work, so I have a part-time job which I work on for 4 days a week. So I do have a lot of stuff that really keeps me from really focusing a lot of my efforts and my time on it. And most recently, I've started going on college tours because, yes, I am a senior in high school, but next year I'm going to be going into college. So it's going to be very important for me to go check out a lot of schools. I've been to a few schools right now, particularly Hofstra. That school's pretty cool. I'm very excited to see which school I like the most out of all of them, and I'm very excited to submit my applications for them coming up very soon. But a lot of those things are keeping me away from focusing on what I love to do most. And I really don't want to let you guys down, so I'm going to make this brief announcement. I am currently going to postpone my Whiplash analysis review. I've started working on my 10 Cloverfield Lane analysis, and because I really want to keep working on that, I'm going to be focusing on that a little bit more. I'll also have a couple of smaller videos, like the 5 reasons to revisit source code video. I personally like that video a lot because it was me just focusing on the key aspects of the movie, focusing on the characters and why I think it holds up so well, why I love the director and the cast. I've said the cast a lot. But I want to make more videos like that. Shorter, more condensed, and way more specific analysis videos. So I've decided I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be making probably 7 to 10 minute episodes, more like video essays, because that's what a lot of people are calling them now these days. I think I'm going to focus on that, because that might also get me some more notoriety, because me doing regular movie reviews, there are so many people out there doing reviews, like Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, FlickPick. You guys know all the channels at this point by now. There are a lot of people who have 700,000 followers, millions of followers, even 20,000 followers. Those people always get their reviews out early, and chances are most people see them way before they would see my review. Because usually my review is either later than them, or if I do post my review, it's usually underneath all of them because I'm a lesser known YouTuber. But I'm trying my best to really get myself out there. I started Twitter on April 20th. It's hilarious because I started it on 4/20. I swear, guys, that's the day I started going onto Twitter. And I currently have 630 followers on that. I still can't believe I have that many people within not even 4 months of time. I think that's amazing. I know a lot of people are thinking that's not really that great at all. But for me, that's really awesome. I just wish more of my followers checked out my channel and subscribed to my channel, because if that was the case, I'd probably have 1K subscribers by now, or just about. I like this type of video where I kind of sit back and talk to you guys and try to talk about current videos I'm going to be making, future videos I'm going to be making. I'm making my Suicide Squad spoiler review right now, so I'm very excited to give you guys that. That's going to be way more in depth, showing you more about the characters and the story, or lack thereof. And I promise you guys this, I have not forgotten about the movie request list. I am still going through those films. I've watched a few of them so far. I'm not going to discuss which ones I have seen. I am so sorry it's been this late in advance. It's just, there's a lot of things that have been going on in my life that I haven't shared with you guys. So if you guys are kind of like, where's this review, or where's that review? Like my Terminator 2 review, where's that? Those are all coming soon, guys, I promise. But I like to reflect back on the films that I've seen so far this year, and I have to say, 2016 to me has not been the best year for movies. It's been a very scattered, okay, great, then okay year for film. Now guys, as you know, my favorite movie of this year so far is still 10 Cloverfield Lane, and I saw that movie 5 months ago. I'm very surprised no other film has been able to top it so far. I was so pumped to see Captain America Civil War, and I found myself to be very disappointed by it. Not because I overhyped myself, because I didn't do that. I just found it disappointing because I felt like the tone and some of the pacing and the plot was kind of all over the place, and it just felt very uneven to me. The third act of the movie felt like a very disjointed, we have to have this last 35 minutes to have the characters fight at the Siberia location. To me, it just felt very uneven and disjointed. So guys, 2016 so far has been a very disappointing year for films, and it's very sad because I was so pumped to see Suicide Squad. We all were. And when we started to see the negative reviews, everyone was thinking, oh boy. But I was thinking, you know what, I'm just going to put the Rotten Tomatoes thing aside and just go and see the movie. And I found a heck of a lot of problems in it. And that was upsetting to me because I felt like you couldn't mess this movie up. You couldn't. And in some ways they did. And it was unfortunate because they used way too many flashbacks. It's sad that every movie I've been anticipating for this year has been a very disappointing film. I've only given one film an A+ this year. Just one. Now, you can count The Revenant as a 2016 movie. If you do, then that's 2. But if you haven't, then it really is 1 because The Revenant was a 2015 movie. 10 Cloverfield Lane is the only movie I've given an A+ to. That's the only movie that this year has really blown me away. No other film has been able to do what that movie did for me. I'm just hoping with films like War Dogs, The Founder, The Accountant with Ben Affleck, which actually looks really good, the new Jack Reacher film, and of course Star Wars Rogue One, can really save us from a very disappointing year. I'm really hoping that those films are going to be really good because they have good directors, good actors. The Founder has Michael Keaton in it, and it's been moved up to December for Oscar season. And if that movie wins Best Picture, then the key to winning Best Picture is to put Michael Keaton in your movie. And the fact that Michael Keaton's going to be in Spider-Man Homecoming means that movie might have a chance. It might have a chance of winning Best Picture. My final part of this video is going to be way more uplifting because it's been a very kind of sad video where I've talked about things that are keeping me away from doing reviews and analyze reviews and films this year being disappointed. But guys, I saw a show called Stranger Things. And I know this is the show that has been blowing up on the internet. Every single person has been talking about this show. And so many people were like, you gotta see Stranger Things. Please watch Stranger Things, Kyle. This show is amazing. So guys, I watched the show, and I'm gonna be giving you guys a review for that soon. But guys, this show is pretty damn awesome. It lives up to the hype. It absolutely does. I'm not a big fan of TV shows personally because I feel like they're a bit boring at times, and moments are very stretched out. But for that show really did some great things, and I'm very excited to talk about that in a review. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching my reviews and my videos. Thank you so much. You guys are the best audience ever. I really respect you guys, and I know a lot of you are like, okay, Kyle, we get it. But seriously, I really respect everyone who watches my videos. It just makes my day whenever someone watches a video, makes a comment, says, Kyle, you did a great job. It makes my day. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching, and stay tuned.